Welcome to the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Unfiltered laughs, honest conversations, and everything in between.
This is your backstage pass to the best moments from Ryder and Lisa.
On demand.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.
How ironic is this? You want to talk about a word you couldn't think of this morning in the drive-thru, and I just said off air, my headphones are making the weirdest sounds. Crack, popple, snops. What is that line from Rice Krispie cereal?
Try it one more time.
Snap, popple, snops. Snuckle pops. What is it? Snap,
Crackle.
crackle,
Pop.
pop.
Yeah, nailed it.
That's what my headphones sound like.
We got this text. Forgot the word garage and told my husband to park in the car house.
So you had a moment.
And I had lots of time to think of it too, and I just couldn't think of the name.
Is it because you got coffees
Yeah.
before the show today, and I always complain that my cup is too hot? So was it the word sleeve?
No.
Oh, I
No,
thought
you
for sure that was it.
So I have a jug of water,
Okay.
and I had a coffee, and then another coffee. So I decided I needed a tray.
Got it.
But I could not remember the word tray,
Cup holder,
right?
mug holder.
Here's what I went with. Hi, can I get 2 coffees in a carrying case? She's like, a drink tray? And I was like, that's what it's called.
I'm sure they've heard worse.
But I blanked. The thing that was weird about it is I blanked for like 7 minutes straight. Like I knew I was going through what I was going to order in my head. I don't know if anybody else does this. You kind of like practice.
I get nervous.
And figuring out exactly what I was going to say. And then I'm like, what?
Oh, no. Panic. And then there's a lineup forming behind you, and then you start to sweat. It's a whole thing.
Carrying case.
That's good. We'd love to hear from you if there's ever been a moment where you forgot a word. Maybe you were at the altar and you forgot your partner's name, Ross, or said the wrong name. No, just kidding. Don't.
This
Don't do
text
that.
says, I once forgot the word microwave and called it a hot food box.
Hot food box.
Hey, can you put this in the hot food box?
We get asked often to go to schools to read during reading week, and I've actually stopped going because the last time I went, after you read a book, you open the floor to the students to ask you questions, and the question was, what's the best part about your job? And I just completely blanked trying to think of the word grateful, like grateful for the listeners that contribute. And it was so embarrassing because there was like 6 teachers in the library watching me struggle to think of a word that's so simple.
Professional communicator.
And there was a teacher that had to help me. She went, grateful? And I went, that's it. That's the one. Next question.
No.
Next question.
And let's be honest.
The next question was...
Teachers can be a little bit judgy.
They can.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame them when they're like, this is what I have to do for the next hours. Listen to this person I don't care about talk.
Yeah,
the next question was, did you graduate? Just kidding.
Sometimes you forget words.
Yeah, it sucks.
Words you should definitely know.
Yeah. So many funny texts rolling in. Melanie wrote, couldn't find a word for fridge during a girls' night in. I called it the cold pantry.
Yes.
Please tell me there were dips in the cold pantry. Like, what were you asking for? What did you put in there? Because girls' night in to me sounds like the best spread of food. Was there a charcuterie board in there?
I forgot the word ladle, this text says.
Ladle?
When I was growing up and asked Mom to pass me the soup shovel.
I forgot the word projector and said, that thingy that puts the TV on the wall. That's a really good way to describe it, actually. Yeah. It's perfect.
Most of them that we're getting in are fairly innovative. Like, they might even be better names for these things.
I love when we come up with better names for things.
Somebody said they called their plunger what was it, toilet sword?
It was something like that, yeah.
Poop sword.
Poop
there it is.
sword.
I was at the Tim Hortons drive-thru last week, and I forgot the word latte. I was scrambling trying to figure out how to order my wife's drink.
Hopefully you figured it out. Nothing worse than the wrong coffee order when you've been married for X amount of years. Come on.
Well, also, I think if it was just a latte, that's hilarious because most guys, when they forget their wives' drinks, it's because it's half sweet, sugar-free, frappuccino, no foam. You know what I mean? Like, it's a super complicated order.
Venti iced, half sweet, caramel macchiato, easy on the syrup.
But just latte, that's a tough one to forget.
Jennifer, driving into Jasper one winter, we approached a bunch of bighorn sheep on the side of the road, and I couldn't remember what they were called. So I shouted, "Look at the salt-licking road dogs." That is really accurate. Because they all approach your vehicle and lick your car, right?
I definitely thought the word horny was going to be used in her pivot.
That would work too. Yeah.
Speaking of Jens, we got another Jen on the phone. What do you got for us?
Well, it's not something that I don't think he knew, but when my son was about 3, he called the gravy tea. So I'm guessing it's because of the shape of the gravy boat, but he is 9 now, and we all still call it tea.
That's the best.
That's the only tea I like.
That is some thick, delicious tea.
You right?
I could go for a hot cup of tea right now. Thank you for the call. We appreciate it. That reminds me a bit. When I was a kid, I used to, everywhere we went for restaurants, I'd order a bowl of pass-you-by soup.
And your mom just kind of figured out, just get him the soup of the day.
Well, yeah, she'd just tell the server, like, any soup is fine.
We don't know why he calls it that.
And then a year later or so, I'm watching TV with Mom, and she realized that there was a Church of Latter-day Saints commercial where they say at the end, as they're all eating a big bowl of delicious looking warm soup, "Don't let the good times pass you by." And for whatever reason, I thought they were talking about the soup. So pass you by soup
I could
was
go
my
for
go-to.
some pass you by. Looks delicious.
Pretty funny story out of Vegas.
A Justin Bieber impersonator tricked some Las Vegas security guards into getting on stage for a live crowd at XS nightclub over the weekend. He ended up performing several songs before getting kicked out. He must sound a little bit like the Biebs.
Do you think if he looks a lot like him, obviously, and he got on stage and started singing and it was really bad, you'd think like either, oh, Bieber's not very good live, or you'd think like, man, Bieber must be a little bit messed up.
Yeah, or you're messed up enough that you're like, oh, he doesn't sound as good, but maybe it's a me thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors here, but getting to several songs is impressive. And several could mean what? Anything above
probably 3 or 4 would be my guess. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And like, have you seen pictures of the guy?
Yeah, I'll show you. So he's wearing sunglasses. Like, he doesn't even really look like Bieber. Wait a minute. He's got like a full-on beard.
Yeah, I can see it though.
A little bit. There's a little bit of resemblance, but it's the outfit more so, and the shaved head and the necklace and the weird sunglasses. Like, weird sunglasses to me scream Bieber,
yeah,
right?
That's true. Do you think Justin watches this?
Oh, I bet he
sees
loves
this
it.
unfold and thinks it's hilarious?
Yeah, he would be the type that wouldn't even be mad.
Yeah. I hope he like hangs out with the guy.
He's like, oh, it's keeping me in the news. I don't even have to do anything.
Well, and he's got a new stunt double that he can send out when he doesn't feel like dealing with the paparazzi. Like, he could actually hire this guy and get him to go and just mess with paparazzi moving forward. Mm-hmm. Sweet move. You just went off a few minutes ago about how you have no interest in ever being in a hot air balloon.
Correct. I said, why would I stand in a basket? I'm not a baguette.
Mm-hmm.
Just not interested.
Not interested at all. Afraid of heights as well, which doesn't help.
Correct.
You also have megalophobia, which is fear of big things. Would a hot air balloon fit into that?
Yes.
Like they
I get the heebie-jeebies when I see those landscape videos of a bunch of them in the area all together. Mm-mm.
When you're afraid of big things, does this bother you? This? I'm flexing.
Oh, you're flexing. No.
Okay. I know something else you hate, though, and it's cruise ships. I'm going to add to that hatred. Just a couple wild stories coming from a cruise line, and we'll get to it next. You have been anti-cruise ships for quite some time.
Wouldn't even go if it was offered for free.
Legit.
Yep.
Like a luxury cruise line with the best food and beverages, and entertainment.
Someone else can have it. I would give it to someone else.
Are you afraid of the ocean?
Yeah.
And you're afraid of large objects?
Correct. And feeling trapped, like no escape.
Okay. Do you understand that, like, you combine all these things and you're a little bit of a loser? Like, I'll let you pass on, like, 3 or 4 of these fears, but just no interest in doing stuff.
That's like pretty much it for my fears, though. Oh, except for moths because of their unpredictable flight paths.
Okay.
And sloths. I also don't like sloths. I don't trust them, even though they're slow moving. I've seen that viral clip of the sloth trying to suffocate their bunny.
So
hate them.
Sloth on a cruise ship, just the worst combo you can imagine.
Yeah.
This actually should add to your concern and your distaste for cruise ships. 2 Carnival cruise ship passengers from the same boat have apparently died from drownings in separate incidents on the same day at the same resort. So there was a resort that they pulled into and everybody could go and chill on the beach. Can you imagine finding out somebody passed and then later in the day they're like, another person, add another one. Every time I hear a story about a cruise ship, it seems like it's a bad story. So I will give you a pass on this. Because when's the last time you heard of a story that like, oh, best thing ever on this cruise ship?
Creed performing, I heard.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that's pretty epic, actually.
Would you go on that one?
No.
Oh, I think Creed's in town tonight.
I was just going to say, wait, isn't Creed here this week?
Yeah, you don't need a cruise ship for that. So it looks like for a lot of people, next week is the last week of summer vacation. Mm-hmm. And the weather could be terrific.
Yeah.
At this point, it looks like as of Thursday, it starts getting really nice. Today's going to be decent. Like, we might have a really nice stretch here before the kids all head back to school.
It is that time of year where the mums are popping.
What do you mean?
Like, mums are everywhere. Like, gorgeous mums.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
No, like the plant.
Gorgeous mums, but just popping off.
No,
that's
I'm talking about the flowers.
Oh,
like it's a good year. It's a good time of year for mums.
Love a hot mom.
Me too. Anyway.
Yeah, it is back to school season, though. Like a lot of people are doing their back to school shopping and whatnot. Came across a pretty interesting take on when the kids do end up back in school and how you might want to just ease into the conversation when they jump back into the car.
Yeah, the post-school, how was your day? We actually need to pivot from that.
And this is from a professional.
Yeah.
She helps with childhood development. She does conscious parenting. Her name is Kaylee Kukla. If you would like her information, feel free to shoot us a text and we'll get it to you. But she breaks down why you don't need to jump in with questions as soon as your kid gets back into the car. And it was really interesting.
I know you want to hear about their day. I know you probably have a million questions about how's their teacher, who's in their class, who did they sit with at lunch. But here's the thing. They just had a day. So much excitement, so many nerves, so much socialization, so many new expectations in a new environment with new peers, with a new leader. It's mentally exhausting. And think about how you feel at the end of the day when you've been with your kids all day and they have a million questions, a million demands, and they ask like one too many, right? It's demand fatigue. And questions are demands because they're really expectations, right? We ask a question, we expect an answer in return, and that's a cognitive demand on our child who's probably already cognitively depleted. So instead of asking them a question when they get in your car today, just offer them some reconnection with, "It's so good to see you. I was thinking about you today." And then wait for them to share their energy with you. Are they bubbling with excitement and can't wait to tell you? Are they feeling frustrated, or do they just need to sit and decompress?
I love it. It's so true. Every time I've ever asked a kid after school, how was your day? What happened? Nothing. That's not true. It's just they're so exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Especially on the first day. Like she said, so much new stuff has been thrown at them. They just need a comfortable place to
feel,
to chill.
Yeah, to just ease into the evening. So I love the suggestion of, I missed you.
Yeah.
Make them feel safe. Yeah.
She went on to say this is also important.
Also highly recommending getting snack and water in their system as soon as you possibly can, because balancing that blood sugar can go a long way.
Like I said, if you want her information, feel free to shoot us a text. Scientists at Stanford University have created a brain implant that can decode and vocalize words a person is merely imagining in their head. So you think
Do you know how many times I look at someone and I go, is that a toupee? In my own head?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's dangerous.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with a toupee. It's just they're getting so realistic now that I'm convinced every man that has a good hairline over the age of 30 is wearing one.
Yeah, I don't think that we want this in day-to-day use.
I don't need to know what people think about me.
Like, is that person on Ozempic? That's the kind of things I would never say out loud that this thing would actually just spit out. Now, here's why this could be awesome. It was tested on 4 people with severe paralysis, and the device monitored their brain activity related to speech patterns and translated into text in real time.
That's cool.
And it had like a 74% recognition accuracy. So I guess you could always say, like, no, that's not what I was meaning to say.
It's wrong.
When you point out somebody's knockers, you know? Like,
Yeah, that scares me.
Anyway, there's
also the fact that in your brain you're saying the word knockers.
right? Yeah, this is scaring me a bit.
It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Texter 107 Bata. Thank you for hitting us up.
Hello.
You ready to win $1,000?
I sure hope so.
Good luck. Who's your teammate?
I will go with Ryder.
Okay, goodbye, Ryder. So you know how the game works, but maybe there's some people listening for the first time and they're like, what? I want to win $1,000. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to give you a 25-second timer. Ryder has left the studio. He's not going to hear round 1. And you're gonna tell me the first word that comes to mind with the 5 words that I say, and then we'll invite Ryder back in. For every word that matches with your answer, you get $25. But if all 5 match, we're gonna jump it to $1,000. So good luck.
Thank you.
What comes to your mind when I say toss?
Ball.
Camping.
Tent.
Nachos.
Cheese.
Bench.
Press.
Dollar.
Money.
Wow, you crushed that. And you did it in 14 seconds. Let's get Ryder back in the studio, Bata, and give you some money.
All right.
Woo! Absolutely crushed it. Ryder, we're all counting on you today.
Could this be the day?
This could be it.
It's been a minute since we gave away
Take your
$1,000.
time. I agree, Bata. Take your time.
Okay.
Let's breathe through this. We got it. Ryder, what comes to your mind when I say toss?
Can we come back to this?
Yep. Camping.
I'm going to say tent.
That's right, $25. Nachos.
Cheese.
50. Dollar.
I'm going to say money.
That's right, 75.
Yes.
Wow, I'm actually shocked by that.
Almost
That was
went
a
with
good one.
Looney. Almost went with Looney.
I was thinking Bill, even though I don't know. All right, so we got $75. Toss.
I'm going to say ball.
That's right. Oh my goodness.
There were a lot of answers for that one.
I know.
Salad, throw.
Uh-huh.
We got it. We're at 100?
We're at 100. What if you get this next one right? $1,000. What comes to mind when I say bench?
Sit.
Press. Bench press was the answer.
You're way more fit than me. You went with bench press. I went with sit.
I wonder if Bata knew that, and that's why she went, take your time. Really think about this, Ryder. Okay, you did so good. You picked up $100. Thanks for playing.
Thank you so much, guys.
Have a great day. So we put on the movie Drop, and I wanted to watch it because, A, the trailer looked interesting to me, and it stars Megan Faye, who was in The White Lotus. She did an incredible job, and so I just knew that the acting performance would be next level.
Yeah. What was it on?
I think it was on Prime. Yeah, it was Prime Video.
Okay.
So we watched it. Amazing. Everything about it. The cinematography.
No, not
the
everything
score.
about it.
No. We'll get there. It was incredible. Plus, it was only 98 minutes. I was like, this is my kind of movie.
The first 80 minutes were incredible.
Amazing. Worst ending I've ever seen. All of a sudden, the worst acting I've ever seen, not from the main character, but the supporting characters that weren't really in the first 75% of the movie. And then we were laughing because it was such a bad ending, but it was such an epic lead up. So I still want to recommend the movie Drop, but I want everyone to go and watch it and then get back to us with how you would have ended the movie, because I thought I came up with an even better ending.
Anything would have been better. It's interesting, though, because there's some movies out there where the movie's kind of a dud, but the ending is so captivating. Like, it's just such a twist you didn't expect.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, those can be really good movies still.
Yeah.
But when the ending's bad...
I was waiting for a twist. I was like, oh my gosh, something's going to happen. And then the credits just rolled and I was like, okay, they should have done this. Remember my suggestion?
Yeah, it was good.
That would have been good.
So the movie's called Drop. If I was you, I just would ignore it. Do not watch it. Lisa thinks you should watch it.
It's so good. And then the last 10 minutes, you're going to be so mad.
Thoroughly disappointed, yeah. You didn't know what to take on a camping trip this weekend coming up, and so asked me, what should I take? And
what can I bring to, level up and satisfy everyone? Because there's one girl that's bringing marinated steaks. Another girl's got the games. I need to bring something interesting.
I have the answer for you.
What is it?
And it can go in so many different directions, but I have bush pie makers. Have you had these before?
I have. What's the best bush pie
filling
recipe? Because it's always with bread?
Yeah. I think you can use it to cook other things.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I've only ever used it. So make sure you got butter. You butter the bread a little bit. You can just make straight up grilled cheeses on them. They're
true.
amazing.
They're kind of like mini little air fryers above the fire. Because I have a girlfriend that put taquitos in hers, and she said they were amazing.
Yeah, it's like mini cast iron pans that squeeze together, and then you just got to keep them turning while you're cooking.
Okay, what's a
Don't
good
get
filling?
Lazy. But you can go dessert. Cherry pie or apple pie filling.
Yum.
You could do apple pie with cheddar cheese. I know that sounds weird, but it's quite good.
Ew. Okay.
Zoodles, Alphagetti, any of those sorts, really, really good.
Sounds messy.
It is a little bit messy, but they tighten up really good if you do them right.
Like a pizza pocket.
You got to cut the bread off the outside.
Oh.
And they squeeze together and turn into really good sandwiches.
Okay.
You're going to probably lose a couple into the fire, but for the most part, it should work pretty good. Pizza filling is a good one. So get your tomato sauce. You can grate your cheese, pepperoni chunks, mushrooms, green pepper, whatever you want.
Okay, if anyone else has some awesome bush pie recommendations, feel free to get at us because I want to know everything.
They're so good. I want to figure out how to cook inside with one today, just so I can have one. Hey, Lisa, you should grab a wooden broomstick or anything circular, really. You can put puff pastry around the end of it. You cook that over the coals, nice and easy, slides off. And afterwards, you got a nice little cup where you can add anything you want.
What?
So if you had, let's say, whipped cream and strawberries, you could put it in the puff pastry that you use the wooden broom
to heat up
and to cook.
So you would curve it over the end too, so it makes kind of like a thin bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
The good thing is, if you do this, you and all your friends will have broomsticks already.
We are witches.
Yeah, because...
And we like to gather in the woods, which is exactly what we're doing this weekend.
Right. So you've already got the tool that you need to cook.
We are joined by Rob from Rad Torque Raceway.
Tell us about Monster Truck Throwdown that's coming up.
Yeah, get ready to feel the earth shake at Rad Torque Raceway for 3 shows, August 22nd to 24th. We've got 8 mammoth trucks, including Alberta's own Roughneck and Crew Behavior. But the fan favorites are always the marquee trucks like Mayhem, Blockhead, and the return of Avenger. Just so people know, our oval track is the size of 3 football fields. So these trucks can reach speeds of 70 miles per hour and do insane stunts like backflips and all kinds of other stuff that can't be attempted at other venues. They don't mind wrecking these trucks, so it's a lot of fun. And one more thing that we have is limited number of pit party passes. You can get in an hour prior to the general public, meet the drivers, take pictures with the trucks. Once again, you can't get this opportunity at any other monster truck show.
Where can people find out more about Monster Truck Throwdown?
Everything's at radraceway.com. Friday and Saturday are evening shows, Sundays an afternoon show, and the event is very affordable and for all ages.
That's a wrap on this episode of the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Thanks for being a part of the Ryder and Lisa community. If you liked hanging out with us, don't forget to subscribe and share the laughs with your friends.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.